For the optimistic cynic, shit, ho got a hell of a grip. There's never a problem till niggas is ballin' and bitches they all.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's D-Boy Classics, and welcome to the video. You can probably tell from the title, we're getting into the Paint Beast Center build. And to be honest with you, this is probably going to be my primary build. Give or take, I might switch between my Sharp Rim and this one. But when it comes to 1v1s, this is probably going to be the one to go to. And definitely, 2K20 right around the corner, what, a day or so, some change. Definitely looking forward to get these videos out. Definitely looking forward for next gen as well. Hopefully I can get the PS5. I know it's just a limited income, but enough of me rambling on. Let's get into the actual build video. Alright, y'all, so begin with the build video. The part chart that we chose for this build is pretty obvious. We chose the part chart that is dominantly defensive, rebounding, and finishing. So his paint game is gonna be immense. It's gonna be crazy. So that's why I'm saying with when I make the 1v1 videos, this is probably the go-to build for that. But enough of me talking about that. Let's get on to the physical profile. Alright, y'all, so next up is the physical profile. You can see right here I chose the part chart that was dominantly use strength and vertical. The reason behind this is I just wanted him to be a complete force when he gets into the paint or gets into a good position. By him having the hots, by him being strong, I'm gonna be able just to bully my way through the paint if I'm on offense, or to stop anyone who's trying to get to the paint with my strong defense. Mind you, since he's a paint beast, that's gonna definitely be enforced. So next up, let's get into the set potential. Alright, y'all, so next up you see right here is my set potential. I already have all my stats laid out for y'all, and I'm just gonna read them off to you. So begin with my finishing stats. My close shot is a 90, my driving layup is a 46, my driving dunks is a 48, standard dunks is a 92, and my post hook is a 81. My shooting stats, my mid-range shot is a 36, my three-point shot is a 33, my free throw is a 52, and my post fade is a 43. Next up with my playmaking stats, my pass accuracy is a 63, ball handling is a 39, and my post moves is a 81. And lastly, with my defensive rebounding, my interior defense is the 85, perimeter defense is the 55, lateral quickness is a 54, my steals are 51, my blocks are 87, so is my offensive rebound and my defensive rebounding. And to the right, you can see my badge upgrades. I have 24 for finishing, 1 for shooting, 12 for playmaking, and 24 for defensive rebounding. So next up, let's get into the height. Alright, y'all, so next up you see right here is the height for my center. I made him a 7-footer. Like I said in my previous videos, I have a little thing going on with this year particularly. Like similar to last year, I had a 7-footer for my Sharp Rim, and that paid off pretty well. So I'm gonna keep that little theme going on. I feel like 7 foot is a really comfortable height for me in particular, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Next up, let's get into the weight. Alright, y'all, so next up right here you see is the weight. I made him 262, and the reason behind that is I just wanted to touch his strength to a 95. It does hinder my speed, acceleration, and vertical just a wee bit, but it's not too much, not too devastating, so I'm not too worried about that. And also too, for my interior defense, I wanted to get it to an 88, and the reason behind that is when I do touch 95 and up, I just wanted to get that stat up just above 90, so it'll probably be what, a 92, so 93 when I get to a 99.9 if it's similar to last year. So that's the benefit from that. So next up, let's get into the wingspan. Alright, y'all, so next up is the wingspan. You can see right here my wingspan is a 90.0, and the reason why I put it at a 90.0 is I just wanted to get that little standard dunk to a 95. So like I said, previous to my interior defense, once I hit 95 and up, that 95 will turn to a 99 hopefully. And I'll be able to maintain that. And also too, with the strength wise, I didn't lose too much. I only lost 1, so like I said, a 94 is still good in my honest opinion. And I did gain like 1 for my block, so that's gonna be on par with my interior defense. So let's move on to the next part. Alright, y'all, so next up is the Bills takeover. I'm pretty sure that y'all already know what takeover I'm gonna choose, which is the rim protector takeover. The reason why I'm choosing the rim protector takeover is if I'm playing the 1v1s and I'm going against a post scorer and he catches on fire, I'll be able to neutralize that with this takeover, just making my defense even more potent. And being able to stop people and get onto my offense, since I have really good inside game, is all better for me. So that's really all that is to that. So let's move on to the next part. Alright, y'all, so next up, you can probably tell in the title and everything, this build is a paint beast. Nothing more to that. I just want to make sure people understood that. But now let's move on to the badges. Alright, y'all, so now we get into the badges, and the first set of badges we want to go into is the finishing ones. You can tell right here I have 6 Hall of Fame finishing badges, and my first one is post hooks. The reason why I have post hooks equipped is because I want to keep my scoring versatile. I just don't want to constantly depend on back down Punisher and drop stepper just to get my buckets. Just in case people playing funky on defense, I'll be able to just have the space and go for a post hook, excuse me. Next up, we have drop stepper. Drop stepper is a very good badge to have, especially when you get deep into the paint. You just be able to move people out the way and go for an easy dunk or layup. Next up is back down Punisher. Back down Punisher is laid for those who don't have moving truck or just very weak in comparison to my center. So I'll just be able just to baby him down to the paint and hopefully use drop stepper and contact finisher to go for an easy dunk or layup. Next up, a consistent finisher. The reason why I have that is just like a little backup just in case I take a really bad layup. Like I said, I'm not going to be taking bad layups, but if I do, that's going to help me cop out for that mistake. Next up is contact finisher. Everybody knows about contact finisher. I'm looking for highlights. Since I got a 95 standard dunk, I'm definitely gonna look at the dunk on folks, especially if they're undersized. So this is an easy dunk. That's all that is. And lastly, we're gonna get to relentless finisher. So the whole goal for the paint beast is just to attack the hoop. So with this badge, the more times I attack the hoop, it reduces the amount of stamina I use. So I believe that helps a lot. So, but next up, let's get into the shooting ones. Alright, y'all. So next up is the shooting badge. You can tell right here, I only have one bronze badge, and that one bronze badge is slippery off ball. The reason why I have slippery off ball equipped is to help with me just peel off screens if I'm setting screens to pick and roll, or just getting open, just cutting to the hoop. That's the benefit of slippery off ball. It does make some of your moves pretty glitchy, I'm not gonna lie, and does make you seem a lot more faster. But next up, let's get into the playmaking badges. Alright, y'all, so next up is the playmaking badges. You can tell right here I have 4 gold playmaking badges, and my first gold playmaking badge is Dream Shake. The reason why I have Dream Shake, just in case I get into a little scramble in the paint, I'm pump faking, trying to make my opponent bite, him jump. It makes it easy for me just to go for the open layup or the dunk. Next up is Post Spin Technician. You already know why I have this equipped, just to bully people in the post. If I could do this or back them down with back down Punisher, it makes it a lot more difficult for them to guard me. Next up is Quick First Step. So Quick First Step applies to a post spin, this and that. So if I'm not going down with the back down Punisher, I'm going with a post spin. It makes my whole movement a lot more faster. And also too with the triple threat. So having the triple threat with this and the post spin counts towards that, it makes it a lot more difficult for people to guard me. And lastly, I have Unpluckable, so just in case I'm going against a more defensive based build, this badge helped me from not getting plucked all the time. But you know, with 2K, just regardless, I'm a center, I'm still going to get plucked. So, but hey, hopefully I have a badge to cop me out sometimes. Now, lastly, let's get into the defensive rebounding badges. Alright, y'all, so to wrap things up with the badges, we're going to get into the defensive rebounding. You can tell right here I have 6 Hall of Fame badges, and so my first Hall of Fame badge when it comes to this is my Rebound Chaser. Rebound Chaser is a crucial badge for any center. That's pretty obvious. So if you can't get it, definitely get it. I have it on Hall of Fame for a reason. So to get every single board so I don't get horsed myself. Next up is my favorite badge is Rim Protector. So just stopping people's takeovers if they come into the paint, getting snatch blocks, and just being a monster when it comes to shot blocking. Next up is Tireless Defender. The reason why I have this on is just to stop my stamina from draining so quickly. So actually, if I'm running around the court, or if I'm having to deal with a post scorer or anybody who's active in the paint, I won't get as tired as easily. Next up is Intimidator, probably one of the most broken badges in the game. Definitely a crucial badge for any type of defensive builds or any builds in general. It helps a lot to stop people from the score. Next up, I have Clamps. So like I said, since I'm playing 1v1s a lot, Clamps is going to help with post spin technician, just people moving around me. I'm just able to push them out and to make them pick up with the ball. And lastly, I'll have post move lockdown. The reason why I have post move lockdown relates to the reason I have Clamps. If I'm playing 1v1s, going against post scorers, I'll be able to stop their post spins and all this stuff. I know I should have moving truck, but in some cases, I can just pull the chair if people really depending on back down Punisher. Pulling the chair is a very good defensive tactic. I mean, it don't work all the time, but when it does work, it's pretty satisfying. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So now we're just gonna wrap up the video. Alright, y'all, so to wrap things up with this video, I do hope y'all enjoyed the build video, man. If you did, hit that like button, and then if you got any questions, leave a comment down below. Overall, this might be my primary build. I might jump between this one and my Sharp Rim that you saw in my previous videos. And definitely looking forward to 2K21 dropping. I'm gonna get this grind up, and hopefully when next gen is announced or when the PS5 announced, I'll be able to cop that and just make more progress from then on out. But besides from that, man, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can catch you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.